What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to another video on my channel, and today I've got a very special guest to preview the round 11 clash between Port Adelaide and Fremantle. It's my good friend and one of the biggest YouTubers in AFL, the AFL community, Drewzy.
That is a bit of a stretch, and I'll take everything I can get. How are we doing, handsome?
I'm good, beautiful. It's good to have you on the channel again, and we're here today to preview the big game between Port and Freo, a game that we've been lining up since the start of the year. My first question to you, Drews, what are you expecting?
I said this on the Drew Footy Show. I'm going to this game with no expectations. So that's the question. No, but look, Port are on their day a top four side in the comp. No denying it. I mean, that first half against the Bulldogs a couple of weeks ago, that second quarter in particular, I was like, this is a fucking scary side. Like, not many teams can do this to the Bulldogs. The pressure you guys bring, especially at Adelaide Oval, there's not any teams in the AFL that can do that, I don't reckon. But for some reason, you guys just haven't been able to click. Even though you've been getting results, they haven't been too convincing. Like, a 1 point win over Collingwood, that's fucking terrible. Like, Collingwood are a shit side. So, in terms of the Dockers, I mean, same old story, unpredictable. Don't know what side's going to show up. In the history books against Adelaide, Port Adelaide at Adelaide Oval, you guys usually win pretty comfortably. But we had a big win on the weekend. Sort of found our groove. We can play really well at home. Not a great away side though, although we have had a win in Adelaide this year already. So yeah, I don't know which way it's going to go at all. I just want to see a good game, four-quarter performance from the Dockers. And yeah, just take it up to the power.
Well, that's it. I was just going to say that your away record hasn't been too great, bar the win in Adelaide against Crows, which was a very good win. I was very impressed with that one. I was quite happy too. Is that the main concern for this week? You know you're a good side when you turn it on, but is that just the main concern, the travel?
That's what it is. Well, it's not even the travel. It's just what Freo side's going to show up. Like, we went and played Essendon at Marvel a couple of weeks ago, and like, it was like we were playing the fucking primetime Hawks. Like, we just made an absolute meal of it. Like, so yeah, I just want to see us just compete, because some weeks we don't do that. We went up to the Gabba, just got smacked. West Coast, we showed a really good performance in that first half and then just didn't show up in that second half. So we're still a young side, classic cliche to say, but we just need to get more consistent, play 3-4 quarter efforts, and yeah, put more scoreboard pressure on instead of fucking kicking like 10 goals, 21 or whatever we do. So yeah, there's a few concerns, but the main thing I want to see is just consistency.
David Mundy having probably him and Travis Boyd are getting older, and they seem to be getting better with age. He's had an unreal. He's unreal, and I'm loving that both of them are getting older and they're so much better. I think those two are going to be the key midfielders to watch out for this week. They could be lining up against each other as well.
Oh, bro, that'd be unreal. That'd be mouth-watering stuff. Yeah, David Mundy, he's unreal. He's literally this is his best season that he's had for the Dockers. I think he played his first game in about 2006, 2007. I was like 5 years old. So yeah, he's been around for a while. I think having players like Brayshaw, Chera, probably even Fife a bit as well, they're like the sort of bulldozers in the middle. They'll hunt the footy. Once they get it out to Mundy, he's just this silky smooth wizard on the outside that can just pick a ball, find the lead from anywhere. If someone's collapsing on him, coming in for a tackle, he just knows what he's doing. He never is like playing any guesswork at all. He's a very smooth operator. So yeah, he's really good. And yeah, Travie Vogue, I'm sure is the same. Don't become more reliable than those two boys. Just aging and getting better using their experience. Yeah. There's a Docker in the background as well. Who is that? Is that Mundy?
That's 2018. One of the best photos ever of Travis Boyd. He's just kicking a goal there.
What's that white stuff on that photo? That's not your spunk, is it?
No, that's shit. Hang on a second. Nah, that's the crowd this week. I wanted to talk about the COVID scare because we're going to have, I think, about 3,000 or 4,000 of our fans not attend this game because of the COVID stuff that's been happening.
Yeah, right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so the last 24 hours it's been developed that one of the guys that tested positive in the cluster attended the Maggie's Port game, and he was sitting around where the Port cheer squad and all those areas were, and that's where he was in that zone. So we're gonna have about 3,000 or 4,000 miss this week because of it. I'm thinking, unless they test negative.
Yeah.
But that means the crowd might be reduced, might give Freo a bit of an edge.
Oh, I don't know about that. In terms of COVID though, like Perth has had a couple scares this year, which have been pretty shit. But I don't know. I think they're doing a good job to stay on top of it. So I'm sure in 2 to 3 weeks it'll be back to normal. Hopefully full crowds and whatnot again. It's a real shame what's going on in Victoria again, but I'm sure they'll bounce back. But I don't think it will really play into the game too much.
No,
Yeah, I don't think it'll play a factor.
no, because I'll still be there and make sure we'll get across the line.
Exactly.
Any players from Port Adelaide you're wary of and a bit tentative about that might cause a bit of an issue for the Dogs?
I'm not really scared of Port Adelaide players. Like, I don't know, just the form that you guys are in, I think Dockers won't go into the game with as much fear as we used to. I think we'll give you a little bit less respect. Well, obviously we respect you as a club, but like we're not just gonna fold over and fucking let you guys do a business on us. Hopefully.
Yeah.
But a player I really like is obviously Alir. So nice, they named him twice. What an absolute god that bloke is. Yeah, honestly, seeing him at Sydney, always loved him. And when he went to Port, I was like, there's no way this bloke isn't just going to click in this side. Like, going into a great side, he's going to play every week. And yeah, he's really shone this year. Love watching him play. Absolute beast. How did he go on Degoe? Degoe didn't have much of the ball at all, did he?
Kick a goal.
Yeah, there you go. I mean, it says it all. And, pardon me. Orazio, another good acquisition as well. He's been pretty solid in the forward line for you guys. Ollie Wines, obviously, in red hot form, which is like music to your ears, and I'm sure it's a pleasure to watch every week, having a midfielder that's been at the club for so long, just firing away. So, yeah, we'll need to keep him quiet. I think Sarong might go to Ollie Wines, maybe drop a tag on him. But Sarong isn't the best on the tag, but I don't know, we'll see. It's good experience for young Sarong. A player I did want to mention, I'm a big fan of, is Mitch Georgiades. I love young Mitch. He's a WA boy. I'm currently working at the WA State Academy. He didn't play for his whole draft year. He was on the sidelines. But when the combine come around, he smashed all like the vertical jump records and stuff like that. He's just an absolute freak athlete. Good on the ball as well. Got a good kick on him. Once he can, mature as a player, sort of settle into the AFL system, he'll be like a real star for the future. I think Mitch Georgiades, he'll be a real good forward for you guys for a long time. But hopefully he does fuck all this weekend. But yeah, I think our backline matches up well, to be honest. Like Griff Logue played on Buddy last week. He did kick 6, but I mean, Buddy Franklin's a generational talent. So not too great of a performance in that respect. But Griff Logue, I think if he goes to Dixon, Luke Ryan goes to Orazio, Brennan Cox on Georgiades. I mean, those are all good, like 8 out of 10 plus players. So there's going to be some good matchups all over the ground. I don't see us scoring too many goals. Like you guys have a very solid defense, and our forward line's still trying to gel. So yeah, I think you guys are going to win pretty comfortably, to be honest, in that respect. Midfield's pretty evenly matched. And I just don't think we're going to be able to put pressure on the scoreboard. So yeah, that's how I see it going.
I'm hoping that our defence stood up last week. Though. Obviously, the Pies coming out and kicking 3 goals to nothing, but we worked our way back and got that lucky 1-point win. But I think that's the thing. Our defence will hold up, but our forward line's got to. We're going to kick more than 8 goals a game. Like Dixon's had some pretty good form over the Dockers in the last couple of years previously, and having Mitch Georgiades, I think a lot of Port fans will appreciate your wonderful insight there, because that is first-hand best insight you'll get on the pair, that's for sure. But I think you didn't mention Todd Marshall in that either, which he doesn't do anything much anyway. I think a lot of Port fans will agree on that. But he could be, a lot of them they're a bit edgy about old Toddy, but
bit hot and cold.
Yeah, he's not doing the greatest at the moment, and you actually could see him get dropped this week. Him and Connor Rosie as well. I've been hearing a lot of murmurs that Rosie might get as well. Yeah.
What? Okay, I haven't seen that much of Port Adelaide. I've seen games from time to time, but if you ask me how Connor Rosie's doing, I said, yeah, he's a fucking gun. Like, what's going on with Rosie?
Yeah, well, the last 2 weeks he's had, I think, under 10 touches in the game. He hasn't had much scoreboard impact, and I think he's suffering from a bit of not having any type of role. Like
Okay.
he's just not getting enough midfield time. And then when he's up forward, it's just obviously the supply is awful.
Yeah. Okay.
He's just suffering a bit of that. So hey, he could come out this week and have 15 touches, kick 3 goals, and win us a game. And I hope that's the case.
I mean, if there's any team to do it against, it'd be the fucking Tigers. So play Todd Marshall. Rest the big dick. Chuck Marshall full forward. Rosie forward pocket. They'll do a fucking business, and you'll win by 10 goals.
You want to get a team back into form? We're playing fucking.
Spot on.
All right. Now there's a big moment that all the fans that have been watching would have been anticipating for. What's your tip and margin, Bruce?
Okay. Safe tip, Port Adelaide. Safe tip.
It's the head tip.
Yeah, exactly. It is the head tip. I tipped with my against my heart last week. I didn't go with my head because in my head I was like, Freo will win. Freo will win this game. But they've let me down 3 weeks in a row. There's no way I'm having faith in my side. My head said Freo. My heart said fuck Freo. So it was the opposite. I tipped with my heart. And I got the tip wrong. But no, I think this will be a Port Adelaide 4 points, chalk them up. And I'm hoping that it's no more than 20 to 30. I just want to see, as I said, a good performance from the Dockers. But losing away to Port Adelaide, I mean, that's what happens to the best sides of the comp. So it's not too bad if we lose over there. I'll go Port Adelaide to win by 28.
Oh, I was thinking that too, actually, around that 4-goal mark. Because I'd be happy with Port Adelaide going into because we've got the bye next week. I'm kind of hoping that we just go in there 8-3, get a 4-goal win this week, get the 4 points, refresh, and come back on the other side with some sort of form. So I'm agreeing.
After?
Yeah, Cats week after on the Thursday night, which would be an absolute.
Oh yes, Thursday night footy. Let's go.
Footy at the Adelaide Oval, Port Adelaide versus Geelong.
Oh, that's a great game.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, far out. Anyway, but the Dockers game. What's your margin?
I'm tipping Port by 26, and I'm gonna say I reckon Dicko's gonna have a number on Griffin Logue.
Yeah, maybe.
Finally getting back into form. That last quarter from Charlie last week is the reason we got across the line.
Yeah, it was huge. It was huge. What have you made of Sam Powell-Pepper this season?
I'm glad he's in the side. I think he's been one of those players that he creates a spark, whether it's a tackle, a bump, just the contested footy, which we've lacked the last month, and he's been one of the few that we've actually. He's actually been pretty good, and he's hitting the scoreboard as well, which is something that our midfielders lack to do. Like Ollie Wines kicks one every now and then, Pope kicks one every now and then, but no one else really contributes. And I think the scoreboard, us lacking in that area, Peps has been pretty good since coming back. Probably a little bit more from him would be nice, but that's probably with the form of the team as well. So I'm happy with the way he's producing so far.
Is there anyone from Freo that the Port fans might not know that? This is probably more of a question for me, but who stands out to Freo that you wouldn't really expect to be talked about, if that makes sense? Any underdogs?
Well, he's not playing this week, and I was going to name it the Frederick Cup.
Yeah, yes, damn it. That would have been beautiful.
I'm so disappointed because Marty Frederick from Port's not playing, and then obviously the Freo Frederick's not playing either, and I'm a little disappointed that both of them are not going to be out there because I reckon he would have been one of those players that would have lit up the Adelaide Oval.
Yeah.
Because I've loved the way he's gone about it, but he's not playing.
Why don't they just chuck him in a boxing ring at halftime? It's like yeah, that'd be good. Just have the brothers boxing at halftime, and the winner, like if Mickey Frederick wins, we chalk up 20 points on the board, and if Marty wins, you guys get 20 points. Just add it to the game. Simple.
We'll put our Frederick in prison bars.
Yeah, I think we'll just take off Michael Frederick's shirt because he's a fucking rig, that boy.
No, built like I can't believe it.
Yeah, no, they've got some good genetics on their side. But yeah, small forwards for Freo. Just my last point, Lockie Schultz, very good small forward, and Sam Switkowski as well. Two really good small forwards who are going to fill a role and fill a spot and play their role in the side for the next few years. So keep an eye out for them.
Matty Taberner, I've really enjoyed his stuff as well. And yeah, I read that just before, but apparently he might get up.
Oh, could do. All right, that'd be good if he could get up. He's been a consistent forward for us, so frustrating at times, but yeah, consistent.
All right. Who's in the ruck? You guys know that.
Sean Darcy.
That's right. So
Big fat
Darcy.
fella. He's all right though. He's all right. He's not too bad.
That's the thing. We don't have a big ruckman. We got Petey Laddams, who does more on the ground than he does in the air.
Do you not have Lyset?
Nah, Lyset's out for a month after nearly killing one of the Crows players.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh well, that's worth it for a Port fan putting the Crow in the dirt.
Well, I'll tell you what, we thoroughly enjoyed it.
Yeah.
There was a few Port fans yelling out, "Pussy, get up!"
Oh, I'd love to see a Freo player do that to fucking Andrew Gaffey. Just like swing tackle, pick him up by his shoes and just fucking slam him on the floor.
Stone pile driver into the turf.
Exactly. 1, 2, 3, out for the count, baby. Oh, no.
3 months out for the count.
Nah, good on Scotty Lyset. I mean, not good, but like, you know what I mean.
Hey,
Shout out
keep
to
the
ThePear
toughness in the game.
Yeah. I love that. I like that a lot.
I'll wrap this one up. It's has been a pleasure to have you on for the Daniel Pearce Cup preview. I've been saving that one. I wrote that down before as well. So, any last words, mate, before we head off?
Yeah, shout out to the pair man them. Going hard, loving the content as always, looking as handsome as always. But yeah, shout out to the power. Stay thick. Hopefully you're in the mix come September because I know your footy's good enough to be the best of them. So as we saw against Richmond and 1 quarter against the Western Bulldogs. But shout out to the power. Go check out my channel, Drewzy. And yeah, thanks for having me on, Anthony. It's been an absolute pleasure.
Well, the man has said it himself. The most passionate, most best-looking Freo supporter you'll see.
That's not a hard feat. That's not a hard feat. They're an ugly bunch.
It's not many of them either. I'm sorry, I had to do it.
There is, though. There is. That's a misconception.
We're all corporate.
Yeah.
But anyway, make sure everyone that has been watching this and has gotten the style, check out Drew's Drew Footy Show as well every Monday. Tuesday.
Mondays.
I see the questions. That's right. Just watch his channel every day anyway. It doesn't matter. Alright, thank you everyone for watching and subscribe to the channel. There's plenty more Port Adelaide AFL and Drewzy content coming your way for the rest of the year. My name is Anthony, that's Drewzy, and as always, can't the Dockers.